Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. I have something to show you today. This came in the mail today. Where is this from? I was contacted by Online Makeup Academy because someone had, I guess, recommended me, and they gave them my email address, and so they called me and we had some emails going back and forth, and I am in the program. So this is going to be an unboxing. This is the makeup kit that they sent me, and this video is just to show you what's in the kit, also to just give you some tidbits on what the program offers, and then we'll come back in another clip and I will give you my review of the program. I did finish module 4. This is my first homework assignment, and there's 3: a neutral look, transforming this into a night look, and then a carbon black smoky look, and then a red lip look. So those are the first homework assignments. So this is my first homework assignment. And so what the program is, there is a physical location. It's in Brooklyn, New York. Well, don't quote me on Brooklyn. I know it is in New York. It is a licensed program. However, you earn a certificate. And I am in the elite career track, I believe. You can go at your own pace. You earn a certificate once you finish everything. And I will say this, for most states, if you just want to do makeup on other people, or bridal makeup, or if you're in film or something like that, you do not need a license. From what I've looked at, if you want to work for some states, if you want to work in a barbershop or a salon, you actually need a license. And so having the certificate really is just saying, I've been through some courses, I've learned some things, which gives some people confidence of, okay, if she's working on my face, like, she's learned something and she's not just this random person. But as far as what your career goals are, you may not necessarily even need a certificate or a license. And so I just want to say that. So I am still opening it. There's a paper in here. I saw this paper in the lesson I was doing last night, because they show you how to submit your homework assignment. And so, excuse me for that bubble wrap pop. So the program, you do have lifetime access to the program. So even once you finish it, you still have access to the courses. You can go back if you want to refresh yourself. You also have an individual mentor, and mine's actually sent me a video. You know, she was like, "Hi, Dion." So it is like very personalized, which is great, and not just a random copy and paste. And take that paper down. So this is the kit, and this goes on the back of your carry-on bag. You can stick this on there so you won't have to carry it. And it doesn't have wheels. I don't know if there's a strap inside, but we're going to open this up, so you're going to see this with me. Yeah, so what else about the program? You go at your own pace. It says no age requirement, but I wouldn't think, you know, someone 12 years old would be in this program. But anyway, there's no age requirement. One of the biggest perks that people talk about is after you graduate, you can get a pro card, which gives you up to 40% discounts on some makeup brands, which is awesome. Even as a student, I think we get 30%, but you have to just send in like the forms or the paperwork. So I just unzipped this part. So this is what this looks like. This looks like is where stuff would go, of course. There's a zipper compartment over here. Oh, there are straps. And you know what? I knew there were straps, because this is here and this is over here. So, and this part, I know this is awkward. This part, this is an entire mesh area, so you can put stuff in here. The program starts out talking about sanitation and hygiene, which is great. Some stuff I already do. They talk about disposable utensils, and y'all know I already use lipstick applicators, sponge tip applicators, and things like that. But it goes into detail about what should be in your kit. And so I thought it'd be nice to do the program with the kit. And so they sent me the kit. I don't know how much it is, and you can sign up for the program without the kit, or you can purchase it for yourself. So, but they sent it to me, which is great. So this is this, and there's clips in here. So I'm guessing there's another strap somewhere that you clip it into, and this is where all of your brushes would go, and this part up here, and the Velcro. And down here, we're going to empty all of this. This does appear to be one compartment. Yeah, this is just one compartment. I will tell you something I learned already that I was excited about. Is I have a color wheel, and y'all know I always say my perception of color is different than other people. This thing would always confuse the hell out of me. But it was one of the classes broke down the color wheel, and I'm like, do I understand the color wheel now? More than I used to. I'm not going to say I'm just like completely comfortable with it, but I really felt good, like just being able to sit and hear how the color wheel is supposed to work and help us with color and stuff like that. So that was really nice. One thing I was concerned about though, y'all know how I like to do my makeup. This isn't it, even though it's really pretty. So I was just like, am I going to have to change how I do things? But you don't. I mean, you can go where you want to with your career if it is your choice or your goal to have a professional makeup artist career. And so I'm really been thinking about what is it that I'm gonna do with this certificate. And I have done makeup faces before. I have had professional clients before, because people like my makeup and want me to do their own, but it's different doing makeup on other people. Let's get into this box. So I don't know what this is. One of my concerns with the kit is, am I going to be able to use this stuff? Because y'all know I have sensitive skin. One of the lessons they were talking about, you know, use natural hair brushes for such and such, and I'm like, my skin don't tolerate natural hair brushes, and it's what if I have a client that doesn't? And so just being told certain things, it's like, is it going to apply to everybody? You know what I'm saying? So we're opening this is a lot of stuff, so we're going to open up everything. I am excited to have the kit, and I will be using as much as possible. This is very nondescript. I don't know, let's open it together. It's just, I wish it had a name on here. Like as you see, it doesn't say. But y'all know me, label whore. I'm gonna put a label on it. So it does have a thing in here. This looks to be like a why am I holding upside down? There's no mirror to blind you. It looks to be a concealer packet. And I've also, they show you color correcting, concealing, which y'all know I don't do. I very seldom even use concealer. So that'll be, excuse me, something that I actually do want to learn to do. And even with no concealer on, I do have concealer on today, and I do think it looks good. But when you submit your homework assignments, they will give you detailed feedback. What's good, what's not, what to work on. So I'm just kind of like, so having somebody else tell you critique your work is just like, but it's school, and I have a doctorate degree. You know, I have a bachelor's, a master's, a doctorate degree. I have a certificate for something else, and then a certificate, excuse me, for something else. And so I'm used to the process, and it is work, y'all. I will say that it's enjoyable, but it is work. And some of my other schooling when I was in the military was online, so I'm not new to online work. But you have to be disciplined, because nobody's going to sit there and be like, hey, don't forget to do this lesson. It's all on you. And so you do have to be disciplined and be okay with just sitting at home on your computer or your phone or whatever, going through the lessons. So this looks to be a concealer packet. I really wish it said what it was, because having labels on stuff is good, but if you're sending stuff, there's a ball in here. I don't know if you can see it. And I shouldn't have blew on it. And they do talk about sanitation, so I will spray since I just blew on it. But it looks to be like a concealer packet. That's what I'm thinking it is. So that is that. So I'm going to put this back in the box, because I don't want to have stuff everywhere, which I probably will. So there's a lot of stuff in this box. So we're going to take the next thing out of here. Ow, my elbow. I hit the table. This, oh my Lord Jesus. I hope there's not a homework assignment for lashes. Y'all know I don't deal with lashes at all, but I may, because when I said I had clients before, some of them were cross-dressers. And so they wanted me to help them learn how to do makeup. It was so exciting and very rewarding. And so some, well, they didn't care about eyelashes, but I'm sure because there's a lot of talk about lashes now that somebody may want lashes. And so there's lessons on that. So, and it says dolls right here. So I guess this is the style of lashes. Lashes, y'all, it's a lot of stuff. Image Professional Cosmetics 16 color eyeshadow palette. That excites me, because that means it's not a pressed pigment palette, which y'all knew if it was, I wouldn't be able to use it. So we're going to take the box cutter and just cut this and open this. And I think, and in the lessons that you go through, some of them will say you know, this eyeshadow palette that's in your kit, if you choose to purchase the kit, because I think you do have to purchase it. But as I said, they did send this to me, which was just really great. And so I liked when they were like, this is in your kit, because I'm like, oh, I'm getting that. And I thought it would be really cool. Well, they have an expiration date on here, 5/12/2026. That is good. So now I don't have to put a label of when it expires. And they do talk about that. They do talk about in one of the lessons. The lessons are very detailed, y'all, like for real detailed. And they talk about keeping track of when you open stuff, when it expires, and all of that. And I know just for personal use, I do that. But I also know a lot of people here on YouTube, they're like, I've heard people say on YouTube, makeup never expires. And I'm like, okay. So, and actually this started coming out when I opened it. This is a palette that the lessons I was doing this morning, because I'm nocturnal, so I'm working, well, studying from like 1 to like 5 or 6 in the morning. And this is one of the palettes that she used. And this is a really pretty palette, y'all. And on the imprint, it says iMagic, which is this, iMagic. So this is the palette. And this is distributed. Let me just keep going, because y'all know I be wanting to go into detail about stuff. But this is the palette that they sent, which is very pretty. This is pretty. I have thoughts, because I was going to start talking about other stuff it reminds me of, but that's not this video. So we're going to put this down, and we're going to pick up the next thing. This one says Online Makeup Academy Pro Line Contour Blush Highlight. So that is what this is. Whew. So at least I know I can use the eyeshadows, and I would use, well, since it's powder, I could use it with brushes, like even on myself, and, you know, just sanitize the palette. And y'all know, as I said, I already have sponge tip applicators and stuff. I'm using them on a client. I could use either the sponge tips or brushes, and then just, you know, sanitize everything afterwards. So we're going to open this up. They used this in one of the lessons too, and I remember thinking of how big this was. Like, look, that's a lot of product. I mean, I don't know how deep the pan is, because it is really thin, but this is a lot of product. This one is looking dusty. This one is dusty, meaning it looks like loose powder on top, so it might have just got jarred in transit. So what is that? Where's the box? Pro Line Contour. So I'm guessing these are the contour. Maybe these two are contour, blush, and I guess these are the highlight. Okay, here's my concern. If you're deeper than me, there's not a contour in here for you. And maybe not even a blush for you, unless if you're a deep skin tone, you like a bright popping blush. So this is not, I will say this is not a universal palette. Yeah, this is not, I'll say brown skin friendly, because I can use some of this stuff. I don't even know if I can contour with this. I think I can contour with this one, but it would be a very subtle contour with that. So yeah, this is not, it would be nice if it was universal and it's big enough. Like having 6 pans in here and it being that big, they could have had smaller pans and had more colors. You know what I mean? So that was the thing too. Like some of the lessons, they say use this shade, use that shade, and then I'm thinking like, but if you're brown skin, that's not going to show up, or it might make somebody look dusty. So that was my thing, is everything going to be universal? Or even how they say use a taupe. Well, if you're really brown skin, a taupe may make you look ashy. You know what I'm saying? So, but then the kit is the kit. You can always still get your own stuff too. This one says iMagic Professional Cosmetics, and it says lipstick. Everything is really, yeah, y'all see I really just opened this box here, and for some reason I wasn't thinking that there would be all this plastic, which is great. And so I use my box cutter to cut along the edge of this one. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to also open, oh, this one has a grip where you can just pull it. The lipstick didn't have it unless it was on the other end and I wasn't paying attention. This has an expiration date on the back. I love that they have their expiration dates. August 9, 2026. And this says iMagic Professional concealer. And I'm saying professional because pro is in capital letters and then professional is in small letters. So that's why I'm saying it that way. So we're going to just open this one first. This is the concealer packet. I am excited to learn color correcting because color correcting in the past, it always just made my under eye look more gray. And I'm just like, okay, that didn't work for me. So this is the the concealer palette. So I am excited to mix and match. This is pretty. I am excited to mix and match because even though I always say I don't mind some of my under eye discoloration coming through, if I can learn how to completely erase that and completely erase the red around here, and not necessarily for me, but I will be practicing on me because nobody in my immediate day-to-day life wears makeup. But if I can learn how to do that even on me, then I'd be confident doing that for someone else, like just matching the colors, shade matching. And they do have lessons on shade matching for foundation and concealers and all of that stuff. But so I am excited to learn color correcting and concealing because I know some people will want that. They're like, blank out all the darkness, all the discoloration, and you know, especially if they're going to an event. I don't see me doing wedding makeup. And people I know in the alternative community, a lot of them are goth. So they're just like, you know, give me this black eyeliner and a black lip. So, you know, but it will be nice to have these skills though. This expires December 18, 2026. But it has a 12-month POA, which means after you open it, it's good 12 months after that. So that expiration date is for if it's never opened. This would still expire, which makeup does. So I'm still gonna have to put labels on here because when I opened it, that's when the 12 months start. So I'm glad I noticed that. This is the lipstick one, and this is very pretty. And they do the lipstick brushes. Y'all know I just slap stuff on my lips, you know, using lip liners. So for this look, I did use a lip liner, and I did the whole lesson, like how they taught me to do the lesson. So it was very interesting, making a conscious effort to not do my thing, but to do how they taught. And that was something I was concerned about, is am I going to have to change everything I do because this is what they're saying? And y'all know, Crazy Troll Nation, rock what you want to rock, whatever technique, whatever products, whatever tools, whatever. So I was really in the beginning struggling, like, are they going to try and like change me? But then it's a lesson. You learn stuff, and it is good to know because you will have clients who may want a certain thing, and so they are teaching you the basics, and then you just grow from there. So this is the lipstick, and y'all know I'm really liking that there are like deeper shades, and there's some nude type shades in here. So this one right here would be similar to what I'm wearing today, but it's nice to see darker shades in here because everybody is not the same complexion. They do talk about undertones and all of that stuff, which is good. And so if you don't know anything about makeup, or you just know what you like for you, I think it would be a good course. And as I said, they have lifetime access to the program. You have your individual mentor, so you can always, you know, send in messages and they will get back to you. This thing, I don't know what this is, but we're going to find out. So we're going to open this. This is exciting though, because for them to have sent me the kit and me not having to purchase the kit, oh, this smells like plastic, like real strong. Because then I can use what they're using. And that's what I thought about was, you know, if I'm gonna do this program, it'd be nice to use what you guys are using in the lessons. And they did talk about, they did show this brush kit, and they talked about, they took out each brush independently and told you what they were for. So this is the brush kit. And for highlighter, I don't use fan brushes, but I am going to, do the lessons, and even the lessons that are not homework, I'm still gonna do the procedures and do the techniques and use the brushes they say, because that'll just add to what I already do. You know what I'm saying? That'll just give me another option of what to do. So you will be seeing this. I did not film this look today. This is with Natasha Denona Bieber palette. I didn't film this look today because I was on my mentor call, and so I was sitting there thinking, you know what, I can do that first homework lesson while I'm on the phone. So I had it on speaker and I had the phone here, and I'm, you know, doing my face. So that's why I didn't film this one. I don't think I'm gonna film the other one. You send in pictures, you don't have to send in a video. This says Online Makeup Academy Pro Line Blush Palette. Now remember, the other one had 2 blushes in it. And this does not have any dates on it, but I like how they have on here like what it is, where a couple of the other boxes didn't. So we're going to open this to see what this looks like, and this is what that looks like. So this, I also don't think this is universal. I do think this will look nice on deeper skin tones, and also this one, but these will get lost on deeper skin tones. So it may be universal, but if you have a really deep complexion person, I mean, maybe they can use this one and not look dusty. I don't know. But there's not like I'm not going to get into that. But if you're doing something with a deep complexion and they want a natural blush, there's not a natural blush in here for them. Because this will pop on their skin tone, and it will look pretty. And so will this one. This may just either just kind of blend in. So it would have been nice to have a couple deeper shades. This does look deeper in person, but if they're a really rich skin tone like Ohima or Too Much Mouth, it may not be something in here. And that, I forget her name, I don't want to say that girl, but the woman who did the Youth Furia foundation thing, like someone her complexion, there's not a blush in here for her. So, but then even when you buy a kit, you still buy your own stuff, and you buy stuff suitable for whoever your clientele is. And so even though they sent me a kit, if I have a client and this doesn't suit them, then of course I would still do something else. They talk about a palette. They talk about do not use your hands unless you have to. I do have 3 palettes already. I have about 3 spatulas. And so, but it's cool though to have it, because what if I didn't? You know what I mean? And for the lessons, they do say you don't have to have the kit if you don't want to buy it, which they sent it to me. I'm thankful for that. But they say just use what you have. And so I have 3 palettes. I have like 3 spatulas at least. But it is nice to have, and it's a nice reminder to don't use your hands for makeup. And I was thinking of, I'm not going to say her name, who did buy makeup. I was just like, and then stuff is just everywhere. So this is the color wheel. It did not look this big. in the lesson. So this is the one that I have, and so it looked like it was this size, but this thing is it's like bigger than my face. But this is really nice though, and I'm trying to see if it's the same as the one that I have. And this does say pocket color wheel, and so actually it looks the same. I mean, some of the wording is in different places, but yeah. Yeah, and this is the other side of it, and the other side of mine looks different. But I'm gonna learn this color wheel, y'all. And as far as like complementary colors and stuff like that, y'all know I like dark swamp water, messy grunge, and so I will put something together that'll turn murky because I like that look for me. But it will be nice to do something different. I'll just say that. This has ingredients on the back, but it doesn't say what it is. And so we're just going to slide the sleeve off and see what this is. And the inside doesn't say either. So let's open it and see what it is, because it doesn't say. What does this look like? Oh, this is another eyeshadow palette. Okay, so let's take this off and turn it upside down because it has a mirror. This is nice. This is pretty. This is a pretty palette. And this could be like your only palette. Like if you were really just starting this academy and this program and you didn't have any makeup, this is almost every color you could have. And you know, speaking of like bridal makeup, it seems most people want the light ethereal natural makeup looks, which is what this is supposed to be. But for me, it is natural because of my complexion. And she did use this in one of the lessons for, I think it was the Carbon Smoky Eye. And so what I wish is that it said if it was an eyeshadow palette or not, because I am going to use this to transition this to a nighttime look, and hopefully I won't have any irritation. So I'm hoping these are not pressed pigments, because my lids don't tolerate pressed pigments. And they do talk about, you know, ask your client if they have allergies or sensitivities and things like that. And so that's why I was surprised when they were saying use natural hair brushes for cream products. I'm like, everybody may not be able to use natural hair brushes. They may have a reaction to it. So that kind of surprised me in a way, but, and maybe it is ideal But when you ask your clients if they have allergies to things, that's something to think about. Like, does your skin tolerate natural hair brushes? Because if you don't ask that question and you use natural hair brushes and then their skin gets irritated and gets red and breaks out, that's not a good thing. That's going to ruin you doing the whole look. Or for me, sometimes my face doesn't show anything until I wash it off, and then I have all these little bumps on my face, and then you'll have your client calling you like, hey, what did you do? My face is a mess. You know what I mean? So that was everything in the kit. And at the bottom, there's these straps. And so that tells me that's what these are for, these hooks that are up here. So if you want to prop this open, you can't see me. This clip here and this clip here, that's where this strap would go to prop it open. And this strap will go here to prop it open, because you're going to have your brushes up here. And you can just turn this to the back. So you could just work out of the kit. You just have your stuff in here. This looks to be, I thought it was removable, and it may be, well, when they put it in there, because there is, I can get my finger around the edge, but this does not easily pull out, and this is soft. This here is like a foam thing, so it keeps everything protected inside, which is really nice. And so this is a nice, huge kit if you decide to purchase it, or if they contact you for the program, you know, maybe be like, hey, can you include the kit? But so this is what it is: empty, easy to carry, and for what's in there, it is everything in there except foundation. I feel like something's missing, because they talked about the Inglot setting powder, translucent, and I think she said it was in the kit, like in one of the lessons, and it's not. But then I don't know when they did the videos, and there was a few other things that she was saying like in your kit, and I'm not seeing it. So, but they didn't have to send me the kit. I didn't have to buy it. They sent it to me, so I'm not complaining. And so that is going to be it for this video. If you have any questions below, let me know. Also, there is a code. I forget what it is, but you will get $100 off of your course if you sign up for a course. It is not affiliated. I don't earn anything, but it's just for you to have, you know, somewhat of a discount if you decide to sign up. So I will come back with a review after I've done more classes. As I said, I just finished module 4, and I have homework to do for that before I move on to module 5. But I will be back to let you know a review on that. So this was just the background housekeeping, what the program offers, what the kit looks like, and then we'll come back and I'll let you know my thoughts on, well, more of my thoughts, because I did talk about a few of the actual lessons and what I've learned. And so that's how we're going to do that. And then here and there, I'll be talking about stuff about the Online Makeup Academy, but not what's the word? Not a dedicated video to it. And so this will be the main, just overall video once it's done, dedicated to the program to see what it is. So that'll be it. So hang tight, and you will see me back with more thoughts on the actual program and the lessons. I'm throwing this in here really quick because that look you saw in the unboxing and in the background housekeeping stuff about the program, that was the natural look we were supposed to do. And the second homework was to transition that natural look into a smoky look. Well, let me correct myself. To change that look into an evening look. So it was the same look, and then, you know, just do some more smoke, liner, deepen the liner, and a new lip. But I did take my lip off because I didn't think to add this before I did that. But so yeah, you'll be back and you will hear more thoughts. The next lesson is a carbon black smoky eye. And so I'll just pop that in, and then there's a red lip, and I'll pop that in. And I think I will do that with the smoky eye, but we submit it separately. And then after that, I'll do some more lessons and finish another module or 2. And then I will give my review on what I think about the actual classes and the actual program. So that's what we're going to do. So hang tight. This is the carbon black smoky eye look for one of the assignments. And I redid the red lip because I did it yesterday for the red lip assignment. But this is what we did. So I'm not going to pop in with every assignment. What I'm going to do is, as I do the looks, as I do the assignment, I'm going to write my thoughts down. And then later on down the road, I will do a video with what my thoughts are, because I am doing different things, and so it's just an experience. And so that'll be it for this part, and yeah, hang tight for the rest of the video. This portion of the video, the final clip in this video, is my review so far of the program, of the lessons, of the critique, of the feedback, how I'm feeling, if I've learned anything, do I think it's worth it? So that to me is what a review is my experience with a particular product or program. So this is a resubmission for module 11. There were 2 assignments we had to do for that one. This was a resubmission. So yeah, if something is off or if they're not sure if you understand the concept, they will ask you to redo your assignment. And so I've only had to redo, well, how many did I redo? I think this is my 3rd. Let me just keep going. So module 11, this is, the program goes up to module 16. I'm 43% of the way through, and it sounds like, okay, if you're at 11 and it goes to 16, it seems like you should be more. After the final module for your learning and for assignments, there's a lot of bonus lessons, a lot of bonus demos, a lot of bonus information, and so that's why I'm at 54% and there's only 5 more modules left, because there's a lot more information tacked on at the end of the program, which is awesome. And then once all of that is done, then you can submit to get your certificate of completion. So what do I think of the program? I remember being apprehensive about, okay, are they trying to change me? They're not trying to change me. A few looks, I did do a dark lip, and my tutor loved it. So y'all know I was like, yes, because I remember saying, I don't think they're ready for this, because y'all know I love a dark lip. And the natural nude looks, I was like, this ain't me. But you know what? It's not about me. It's going to be about my clients and what do they want. And so it is really helpful for me, and it was a reminder for me that even if something is not my taste, I'm here doing videos on this channel, doing what I want to do. But when you have clients, you have to please your client. And so it's really about, and even with therapy, setting about your own notions and ideas and thoughts, and just meeting the client where they are and helping them where they are and helping them to improve their life in the way that they want to improve their life. And so with makeup, it's not about, okay, I don't like monochromatic, they're not their makeup eyeshadow looks. But if that's what the client wants, I need to be efficient at doing that. You see what I'm saying? And I did like the looks that I did. It just wasn't my personal preference. But my personal preference does not matter when it comes to working on a client. Doing their makeup in a way that I can be proud that I did it and they can love how they look. That's the point. And so I'm feeling good about what I'm learning. I'm feeling good about what I'm doing. I have been out of my comfort zone doing those earlier looks, the they're not their makeup, some of the bridal makeups, and I'm just like, can I just do a black lip? You know what I mean? And so it has been a learning experience for me. The feedback is very helpful. My tutor, even though like she'll send a video message, and you know, she'll take her tablet and turn it over, and she'll like enlarge the picture and say how you did this right here and this over here and this down here. So she's very detailed and will like specifically point out stuff, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And if it's something that's not so good, she'll give you suggestions on what to do. And if she wants you to submit it, she'll say, make sure you do such and such. You know what I'm saying? She always starts with, as you do with any critique, start out with what you love. So they're like, all right, yeah. And then what you don't like, and then you don't feel like shit because they balanced it out by saying the really great stuff first. And then it's like, but I would love to see you do this too. So it's like, yeah, she loved all of that. Okay, I could do that too. I could do it. I could do it. And then I did it. And the feedback was like, you did a really great job, blah, blah, blah. So it's really like, I don't want to say an ego booster, because it's not about ego. It's about just knowing that I'm really learning. Because I didn't intend on even being in this program. And here I am, and I'm halfway through, and I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process. I've been doing quick videos of like, this is what the look is. And then I would come back and be like, this is what her critique is, and here's my reactions to the critique, because that's going to help me to look back on what I learned and how I felt, and also hearing what the feedback was, or the constructive criticism was, to improve the look, or to really hone into what the instructions were, what the specific look was supposed to be. And I started out saying, you know, I'll just type up notes after every submission with my thoughts and my feedback. And I said, you know what? That's a lot, because I'm doing lessons every day. And so if there's homework with that lesson, I'm doing that the same day as well. So like every day, like I am in school every day. I am in school right now, like for real. And so It's not no, oh, okay, I'll wait a week and then do the next assignment or read the next chapter. No, I'm going to look at this lesson. I'm going to listen to the lecture. I'm going to look at the demo. I'm going to read the instructions for the assignment and do the assignment. So I'm doing like every day. And so I thought, there's no way, like, I'm going to remember. Even if I write notes, I'm just like, it's not going to be the same, me talking about it way after the fact. And so you'll see here on my channel. So if this is interesting to you, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click your notification bell, because you will see me coming back saying, this look is for this module. This is what we're supposed to do. This is what the feedback was. And this is how I feel about the feedback. And I do think that'll be more helpful than waiting until everything is done. And then, oh yeah, by the way, back in module 6, and then I'm like, what was module 6? You know what I mean? And so I hope this video here is helpful to you. And I hope the remaining videos will be helpful to you, because I think I may have mentioned, I'm not sure. I'm sure I did somewhere. I'm sure I did somewhere that I have seen what I call the introductory videos of, like, I'm in the program and this is what the program has to offer, but I have not seen any videos of people saying, this is my experience, this is what I've learned, this is how I feel about it. And I'm like, I'm going to fill that gap, I'm going to fill that void. And so that's what I'm doing, because I do think it's helpful, because somebody may be wondering, how is it really being in the program? Okay, you're telling me the benefits, you're telling me the perks, but how is it really being there? How is it with the lessons? How is it with your tutor? You know, are they attentive when you send in messages and stuff? And yes, they are. And the beginning was a little rocky with my tutor. It was just a timing thing. And once we found our groove, or I should say, well, that's how I'll say it. I don't know how I felt on her end. I know I imagine I'm not her only person. But after like a few modules and a few assignments, I felt like I got into a groove of communicating in a way that she would get it and reply to it quickly. And if I do have questions and things, like, she has gotten back to me like within a day. Sometimes I'll send in assignments and she'll send back feedback within 24 hours. And, you know, if I message her about something, you know, she'll email me back within 24 hours. Sometimes it's in 10 minutes. And I'm like, is this a new email? Like, she just emailed me and I just replied. And so there's times when, and it's how it is, when if you're online or on your laptop or your tablet and stuff comes through, you respond to it right away. And other times, if you're not, then you wait till you get on it. But she is responsive and it is a good experience. And even knowing that she's there, if I do have questions about something, I had a question about, you know, the brushes, and she helped me, you know, do that. And even with, you know, foundation shades and what to get to mix and match instead of buying every single thing, she's very helpful. So I just want to let you know that when they say you have, you know, someone with you, I don't want to say on your team, because you're still a student, and even once you graduate, you still have access to the academy where you can write in and send in your questions. And they will answer you. And so that feels good. So you're not just, okay, you graduate, you're done. Like all of my other degrees, my bachelor's, my master's, my doctorate, when I'm done, I'm done. And it's up to me to find continuing education courses and conferences and things like that. Whereas with this program, you have lifetime access. And so you can go back from time to time and see if there's updates or if they added extra classes or extra demos or extra lectures, and you have access to that, and you do not have to pay extra for it. And so that's a good thing too, because we know with makeup things change, or there's new trends, or, you know, whatever may come along. And so my experience with this is a good one, and I am learning. I am coming out of my comfort zone. I am excited to work on other people. Someone asked me, they were like, your makeup is pretty, do you do classes? And I'm like, take down my number. And so I'm really excited to get started and to see where this takes me, and what I'm going to do with it, and to see who my general population will be as far as my clientele, because I have worked with, you know, certain clientele before, and I want that back because it was so much fun. But I know that's just advertising and letting them know, hey, I'm here. I don't want to go on any more social medias as far as Instagram or anything like that, because I had issues with that before. If you've been here, you know. And so I just, you know, figuring out, you know, how to be out there without being ass out there. You know what I'm saying? And so, and excuse me, Academy, for cursing, but I curse in real life. So, you So that's my review of the actual program. I am enjoying it. I am learning. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you click your notifications to all, because I will be doing shorts. I will have more videos coming. A lot more videos are coming, and some are very detailed. And so if you really want to know more than just what the program offers and how I'm feeling right now about it, being in module 11 and it goes up to 16, it's been a good process. It's been a good journey. And I am glad that I did do this, that I am doing this. And also, as I said, knowing that help is available, if I do feel like, I need the email or I have a question, and, to talk to someone who does this for a living, you know what I mean? And so that'll be it for this video. Let me know if this was helpful to you, hearing the actual review of the program part. The benefits are great, but how is it really being in the program? You know what I'm saying? So let me know if that was helpful. I do think the future videos you'll see will be helpful, because y'all know me if you've been here. So we're gonna go, but it's been good. It is good, and I'm still excited. I'm excited, as I said, to see where this goes and whose faces I'm going to do. I have a couple already. People are like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Of course." So we're gonna go. Leave your comments down below. There is a code below. It is not affiliated. You get $100 off of your course. The course does include the bag. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video, or I had put a text over here somewhere in the video. If they offer you the program, the kit is usually not included. They included it for me as an exception. But if you sign up for the course, it does come with the bag. It comes with the kit. And so that's one of the differences. And so hang tight, subscribe, click the notification bell, and yeah, let's continue this journey together. So thank you, Academy, for me being here, for approaching me for the program, and for the kit, and for this experience. And so all of you, I appreciate you being here again. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.